All right, welcome back to Expose News TV. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect. And make we go into the news proper. You don't share water don't pass Gary or guy himself. Don't just run away. Na the matter wey be say dey for the table. Police don detain Catholic priest and other over alleged membership of Masob. Say I been dey talk this thing say say Owazurike and his men wey be say that time around 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And at the time wey be say Owazurike dey do him Masob stuff. At the time he decided to stop. Even though some kepu has it that somehow the government gave him some settlement, which I don't know, and he decided to lay low. But as it stands now, police don't go to their camp, don't arrest their men. Even at a point, it was as if Masob as a unit was legalized in Nigeria, because if you go places like Imo State, around 4040, there is a hotel called 4040, also a junction. If you take that way straight, you will see where they have their head office, and you will see them putting their Masob uniform and their flag, everything, and nobody disturbs them until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up with the indigenous people of Biafra. And because Nnamdi Kanu decided not to lay low or just to disappoint Ndigbo like every other person, he started speaking the mind of the people, and the people went after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believing him to be the savior of the time, and everybody gave him that credibility and support. But as it stands, as destiny and time may have it, of course, you know that the fight of freedom is not actually what comes as easy. It doesn't come in the platter of gold. He was invited to Kenya, and there he was an extraordinary rendition, brought back to Nigeria, sent to DSS detention custody, and after that, he was taken to the court, from High Court to the Appellate Court, where he was discharged and acquitted. But the then Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, filed for stay execution in the Supreme Court, and because of that, Kanu was still held in the DSS detention, of which you know that the Appellate Court has discharged and acquitted Kanu, but the Supreme Court is yet to come up with their own said judgment. But as it is hot now, the members of Masob, even a Catholic priest, then they face am hot and woto now. Make we go down to that information, make you see wetin dey sup. Police detain Catholic priest, order over alleged membership of Masob. The Anambra State Police Command has detained a Catholic priest, Rev Father Samuel Aniebonem, and 5 other persons on allegation that they belong to the separatist group, the Movement of the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra Masob. Masob Director of Information Mazi Chris Moba said Father Aniebonem and other 5 were arrested by the anti-kidnapping unit of the Nigerian Police Force Akuzu Oyi local government area, which used to serve as the Anambra State headquarters of the banned Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. Aniebonem, who worked at St. Patrick's Cathedral Church, Oka, hails from Ifitedun town, where 3 persons were arrested when the police raided Masob office in the area last week. It was gathered that trouble for the cleric began when he visited the State Criminal Investigation Department to inquire about his 87-year-old in-law, Chief Sylvester Diallo, who was among those arrested earlier for his possible release. According to Mocha, instead of briefing the priest on the reasons for Diallo's arrest, the police arrested him on the suspicion that he too might be a member of the movement. Those arrested with Father Aniebonem were Udebunu Anachuna, his driver, as well as Christian Ifeji, Johnson Anaga, and Kanayo Mado. Much has said that a similar thing occurred in Onitsha on Tuesday last week when Man Matthew and was arrested on allegation of belonging to the indigenous people of Biafra. He called for a halt in the incessant arrest by police, arguing that such actions negated the principles of the right to free association and movement of the citizens as contained in the Nigerian Constitution as amended. He said that the group has engaged the services of a lawyer to ensure the early release of the men, including the 87-year-old man. The State Police Public Relations Officer PPRO, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed the arrest and detention, said police operatives working on reliable information raided their office along Oyago-Ifitedunu Road. He said that a lot of incrimination items and unpatriotic material showing the movement disloyalty to the federal government were found there. Temporarily, the case is still under investigation, he further said. A human rights activist in Zedike described as surprising the arrest of the Rev Father on the trumped-up allegation of belonging to Masob, wondering what would be the motive behind the arrest. My people, una don't see as see the sub, as see the shelle. They easy for the people now. We be say for the people now we be say that they fight for freedom. It be like say the NIG government don't bring out red eye for some of these things. So so as they be na shelle menge, and I the people they on. It be like say if you say now you be the member of these people, if you say you be member of IPOB or MASOB, if they catch you, well, freedom, like I said, does not come in a platter of gold. Photo of a fake policeman who bagged 17 months imprisonment in Abuja. A fake policeman don't bag 17 years imprisonment in Abuja. 17 months imprisonment. That should be a year. If you check 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, that's a year and 6 months for being fake. Yeah, easy to dey fake. If you say na police they hungry you, why not go and apply for form and join them, do the training and become a police? Why will you be doing fake stuff? Make we go for that information. They said Tafida, a resident of Avenue FHA Lugbe, Abuja, faced charges of impersonation, criminal breach of trust, and cheating. A Nigerian man, Issa Tafida, has been jailed in Abuja. A Lugbe Grade 1 area court in Abuja sentenced the man to 17 months in prison for dishonestly presenting himself as a police officer. Tafida, a resident of 4th Avenue, FHA Lugbe, Abuja, faced charges of impersonation, criminal breach of trust, and cheating. The presiding judge, Aliyu Kadako, delivered the sentence after Tafida pleaded guilty to 3 counts leveled against him and appealed to the court for leniency. Kadako, however, provided an alternative for Tafida to pay a fine of 60,000, considering the convict admission of guilt, which saved the court from lengthy proceedings. He cautioned Tafida to exhibit good behavior and order him to compensate the complainant with 56,000 or face 7 months of imprisonment as an alternative to the compensation. Earlier, the prosecutor, Mr. Stanley Nwaforako, informed the court that the complainants, Mr. Celestin Matthew and Isaac Obadiah, both residents of 4th Avenue, FHA Lugbe, Abuja, reported the incident at the Lugbe police station on September 16th. Nwaforako explained that sometime in September, the convict had falsely presented himself as a police officer, displaying an identity card bearing his name and photograph. He duped the complainant by falsely claiming that the Nigerian police force was conducting a recruitment drive and promised to enlist them. Under this false pretense, the convict fraudulently collected 56,000 from the complainants for police forms, uniform, and transportation to the Ikeja Police College in Lagos, but failed to fulfill his promise. During the investigation, it was discovered that Tafida was a dismissed police officer. He had confessed to his actions during the police inquiry, and a police identity card with his name and photograph was retrieved from him. the offense committed by Tafida are in violation of Section 321, 322, and 179 of the Panel of Code. Niger don't hurt. Hunger dey everywhere. People they find means of survival. Meanwhile, it is always good to be original. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you for listening. God bless you.